At first glance, these combat scenes are all too familiar. A deadly urban war where innocent civilians are undoubtedly being killed. But these aren't the streets of Syria or Iraq. It's much closer to home. This is the Philippines, and it's the frightening new battleground of the Islamic State.
ISIS has said, basically, now that it's difficult to get to Syria, wage war at home. That's the new mode of ISIS. It's a guerrilla strategy using components from outside the heartland of the Middle East.
It took 5 long months for the Philippines Armed Forces to get the upper hand here. But they didn't wipe out ISIS altogether. Just meters from the battleground, we come face to face with the disillusioned men still pledging their allegiance to ISIS.
But you took over the city. You were responsible for killing a lot of people.
That is to make the government afraid.
A new generation of fighters, angry young men in their 20s, fathers in their 50s, armed and ready to fight again.
So you and your friends are ready to strike?
Yeah.
Would you be happy to kill people like me?
Our main is we will kill the people who's gonna kill us. We're just doing what God told us to do.
The dense jungle of the southern Philippines has long been a breeding ground for local extremist groups. But what makes this battle different is the ability of ISIS to bring together disparate fighters under the one banner, all fighting for an exclusive Islamic State. 2 years ago, ISIS set its sights on Marawi City as its East Asia headquarters. Today, it lies in ruin. The bombed-out homes and shop fronts resembling the streets of Raqqa in Syria. It might not look like it, but these streets are still too dangerous for locals to return home. Hundreds of unexploded bombs are hidden beneath the rubble. Military checkpoints guard the entrance to what's left of this city.
This area is actually the central business district of Marawi City before the siege. But during the siege, this was also where the ISIS established their defensive position.
General Romeo Brawner was on the front lines of the battle here in Marawi City.
It would have made it very hard for you to, just looking around, to fight door to door.
It was really very difficult because, as you see, there are lots of open spaces.
More than 1,000 people were killed during the siege. Civilians, soldiers, and the enemy.
During the last days of the siege, the ISIS occupied most of these buildings, and so in order to drive them out, you had to drop bombs, to bombard these areas. That's why you'll notice that the buildings are like this.
So you sent in the planes big time?
Yes.
A lot of aerial bombardment?
Not a lot of bombardment. It had to be really precise.
Well, if this is precise, I'd hate to see it if it was just random.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
I mean, every building is just smashed.
Yeah.
We're
We're on top of the Grand Mosque in the centre of town where ISIS had its logistics headquarters. And it's easy to see why, because from here it made it very easy to monitor the siege. Now it's even easier to see the scale of the destruction. This was the second time in 5 years that Islamic extremism has brought mass bloodshed to the southern Philippines, just 3 hours flight time from Darwin.
In the hills, beyond this ruined city, many of the ISIS fighters are still at large, training new recruits in secret camps.